Hola, beautiful soul. Welcome to Beyond the Illusion, how to play the game to win. Let's dive in. My name is Jody. I'm so grateful you're here. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, share, all that stuff. Anyways, let's dive in. Beyond the Illusion is where we get our consciousness out of the matrix and live according to our truth. If we're a spiritual being having a human experience, then we have to start living from the inside out instead of the outside in. So more and more evidence is coming out. We live in a construct. It's kind of like a virtual reality game, right? And I know that seems a little trippy, but nothing is as solid as we've been led to believe, even though it seems very solid while we're here, and it is. It's a 3D reality, it's density, and there's laws here, like the law of gravity, cause and effect, and more. But for the sake of this video, we're talking more about the energetics, okay? If you truly believe you're a spiritual being having a human experience, then you have to stop taking clues from the outside in and live from the inside out, because the outside will always mess you up. Okay, you're gonna look at your bank account and go, I don't have any money, the scales, I'm not thin enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not pretty enough, he said, she did, blah, 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 blah. No, that may be going on, but your reality is just a reflection of you. It's you pushed out, because what you think and feel has a vibrational frequency that is emitted, and then reality has to match it and reflect it back. Energy always, always matches energy. It's a construct. The construct is neutral. We are like a field. The construct is neutral. That's why in this reality, which is a predator-prey reality, if you haven't noticed, and we're in the food chain, it doesn't change. We can't save the world. It's about saving ourselves. And in essence, we save it. Even though if it's a virtual reality game, there's nothing to save except yourself. And that's why I come back to you get your consciousness out of the matrix. The matrix to me is the construct where all the thoughts, programs, and beliefs are that are keeping little you separate from the greater you, the avatar you from the immortal you. So if you're a spiritual being having a human experience, then you wouldn't get caught up in all the little fuckery that goes on being the little you. I mean, we have to do it to a certain extent because we live in this reality, right? But you are not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your experiences, you're not your stories, you're not your bank accounts, you're not your traumas, you're not your labels, you're not your certifications, you're none of that. You're not your body, because when this dies, you go from form to formless. You're back to being the immortal soul, the oneness. We're projections of consciousness having a human experience. It's like being the water droplet, and you have all these experiences. The rain comes down, then it evaporates, it goes up into the clouds, it rains, you might end up in a puddle, a lake, then back to the ocean, right? So you've got all these experiences, but then you go back to oneness. We are here to create experiences because life is created by me, for me, through me, not to me. To me is victim consciousness, and that's where we get caught up being the little avatar instead of the greater, immortal, powerful, amazing I am. I am perfect. I am love. The little you will always find a problem. I'm not good enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not, because we're taking our clues from the outside in instead of the inside out, the truth, the core of who we truly be. So if we're constantly looking out there, if you haven't noticed, the matrix, the game, loves to seduce your five senses. What you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. It's true, isn't it? I love my morning coffee. That's an addiction, right? So could I give it up? Yeah, I'm at a place where I could, but for a long time I couldn't. It controlled me, right? So What subtle ways today can you start, well, not even subtle, start empowering more of the true you if you truly believe you're a spiritual being having a human experience? Because what is out there, if you're taking the cues from the little you, they want you to believe there's only one reality. And if you haven't noticed, they, programmed us into the American, I call it scream, but American dream. You go to school, creativity is, we are born creative individuals. By the time we're less than 15, it's down to like 3% of creativity. And that is, creativity is using our imagination, right? And our imagination is a connection to the greater self, the greater you, the immortal, the oversoul, Gus, whatever you want to call it, God, universe, source. Because in your imagination, you can dream and play and create. That's why they get you into the indoctrination camps so young, called schools. You trade a teacher for an employer, a report card for a paycheck, a bus ride for a commute. You're told when you can have holidays, what your value is, and when you get your breaks. Really? And you work 40 plus hours a week, a lot of times barely getting by, and a lot of times it's soul sucking. You really don't like it. But you've got the power to change that. You have to know that and believe it. Because 99.99% of what is here we can't see, but there's possibility. There is possibility because you are this immortal being that is coming through this reality. In time-space reality, there is no time. But you can get to choose, hey, you know what? I want to be and do and have that. Yeah, I want to experience that. Instead of letting reality dictate you because you think it's real. It is, but you have more control, is what I'm trying to say. You have the power within you to influence. That's how you manipulate energy, even though that's not the right term. You're manipulating it for your benefit. We quantum jump, we bend reality. That's what that is. Because every minute of every day, every second of every minute of every day, we're creating, which is we're manifesting. The question is, are you manifesting? Are you creating intentionally and consciously? Or are you letting that tell you who you are and what you have to do? I got to work harder. She left me. This happened. That, but. Or are you like, nope, not paying attention. I'm going to create reality. Because we live in an ocean of motion where energy is always perpetual transmutation. It's always looking for a way to be expressed. And even though we've been told that everything's solid, everything's real, you have to follow a timeline of your life. Yes, that's true in this reality, but you have more power and control over it than what you've been led to believe. I hope that makes sense. So how to win the game is start playing from the inside out. Don't take your cues from the outside in. And you may get something like, okay, I'm struggling financially. Oh, my bank account doesn't have any money in it. Stop. Every day in every way, I am wealthier and wealthier. Every day in every way, I am getting richer and richer. Every day, and your brain's gonna go, yeah, but, and you go, you know what? No yeah buts. Stop. I am the creator. And that's where also you can see where your beliefs are, right? And beliefs, belief structures, belief systems are nothing but BS. It's a story. Beliefs are nothing but a thought you keep telling yourself. So if you're telling yourself something, you're telling yourself a story, which sounds like stinking thinking, a shitty story, why not create a new one? Because it's fluid. It is fluid here. You have the power to change it at any time. You've got to believe in yourself. And why not? Why not? Somebody or something may have told you along the way, you're not good enough, you're a piece of shit, somebody dumped you and you've been heartbroken. That's not you though. Those were experiences, and maybe not nice ones, but it's not you. It's not the truth of who you be. I am perfect. Everything is perfect now, and everything keeps getting better and better. I am love. I am powerful. I am healthy. I am amazing. And it's never in an egotistical, what's the other word I want to use? There's no competition. There's no egotisticalness. It's stepping into the truth of who you be. And you know the difference when you feel it, because there's nobody out there. There's no one to compete with. It's only you. And when you really truly start to understand this and embody it, your life can radically change, because then I am love and everyone loves me. I am supported by the universe in many, many ways. My life just keeps getting better and better, always. Why not tell stories like that and become your own BFF? Why not? Because anything's possible, right? If you live in the world of possibilities. And why would you want to stay stuck in the fuckery that's going on? It's pretty low vibe, right? So I always say, pull yourself away from the collective a bit and create your own reality tunnel. You know what's going on, you're aware, but you're not partaking. You are living from the inside out. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you like this content, I'm going to keep coming back with more, because once you wake up to this, life isn't the same and it keeps getting better. And I want to help as many people on their journey as possible, especially women, because we struggle with not good enough, lack of confidence, comparing, judging, and that shit's just got to end, because you are amazing. So have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.